Welcome to the I'm Not Alone podcast, Cleoni.
Thank you.
There's that smile we were talking about before we started, right off the bat, big smile. So I'm reading your bio here, and it said that, during your life you struggled with mental illness and the stigma of mental illness as well.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that and before we get into the pregnancy.
Okay. Well, I was diagnosed with bipolar in 2006. Didn't have any issues with it until 2012. And since then, I had in 3 years, I had been hospitalized 22 times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. In 3 different provinces.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. My mental health challenges. It took a lot. It affected me in many different areas. I lost a lot of friends. It affected me with my career because
people didn't understand what was going on.
People just didn't understand me, and I was trying to also understand myself.
Sure, of course.
So it was just a challenging time for me.
Oh. And then you get pregnant.
Yeah, and my pregnancy happened as a result of my mania.
Okay.
I was manic at one point in 2016, and then I met a gentleman while manic, because one thing, when you're manic, you're super sexual.
Okay.
And so I met somebody, and unfortunately I was in that super sexual phase of my life, and I got pregnant. And when I came down from my high, I realized I was pregnant.
Okay, so you're pregnant. You're coming off a mania.
Mm-hmm.
You miss your period, and what are you thinking? Are you scared?
I'm very scared because I was like, what's going on? So I decided to go to take a pregnancy test, and it came back positive. And I was so fearful. I was like, no, this can't happen. Because for me, with my mental health challenges, I had already came to the conclusion that I would not have a child. And also being not unmarried, I knew that having a child was not in the cards for me. And also because of the fact I was taking all this medication, I was like, this pregnancy couldn't happen for me because there's this chance that something could happen to the baby. And I was just so fearful, and pregnancy was not in the cards for me. And then when I became pregnant, I was just like, I don't think I can do this. I have to abort.
Who did you tell first?
First I told one of my friends, close friend who actually is a client of PCC.
Okay.
Dawn, I told her, and then I told another 2 friends, and I told them that I was considering abortion. And one of them was saying, I'm not going to judge you, but whatever you need to do, you should do for yourself. Mm-hmm. But they told me that they thought that I could do this, I could parent. But I didn't believe that because... Of
course, it's you're where you're at. Yeah, sure.
I mean, 22 times
suicide attempts.
And suicide attempts. It's just...
And being knowing what the mania is about.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
It was just... It just didn't seem like it was in the cards for me.
So, but Dawn encouraged you.
Yeah,
She didn't judge you. She didn't come down on you. She was the right person to tell.
Exactly.
That's becoming a theme on this show, is that people watching it, if you're listening to this and you haven't told anybody yet, find a person that you can really trust to not judge you or not try to tell you what to do, but really support you. Mm-hmm. So Dawn helped you, and what did she do?
Well, she just encouraged me. She told me about the Pregnancy Care Center as being a place that had no judgment, and they would show you the different options that were available to you. Mm-hmm. And also my CMH worker also told me about the Pregnancy Care Center.
Oh, wow.
So it's like when I got 2 people telling me about this place, I was just like, you know what? I should check them out. See what they're...
Sure.
I mean, clearly, this must be a sign. I should definitely check them out. I came back to the Pregnancy Care Center.
Okay, and what happened then?
And from there, I told them that I was interested in the adoption.
Okay.
And So what they did is they gave me information about the adoption process. And so for a few months, I had that on my mind that I was going to give this baby up for adoption.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had this course called the Lifeboat course at the Pregnancy Care Center, where they teach you different things about parenting. I didn't decide to parent until about a few months after.
Okay.
And it was because my mother one day, I told her, I'm giving the baby up for adoption. She's like, you know what? Stop this adoption talk. If anything happens with you, I will take the baby for you to help you. And when she said that, I realized that I had support. So I went back to the PCC.
So you weren't alone?
I wasn't alone. So I went back to PCC and I told them that I'm gonna keep the child and I'm gonna parent. One person actually told me that, she's like, you know what? Don't worry about with your baby having your child, because babies bring blessings. And from there, I just realized that not only was PCC a blessing, but there were so many other blessings.
Wow.
People came out from like the woodworks. I even had this neighbor who she offered so much help during my pregnancy, and like she would buy go to the grocery store for me when I couldn't because I had this big old belly. You know what I mean? And
I don't know what you mean, but
well,
I can sympathize with you.
You can sympathize.
How's that?
Exactly. Okay. But yeah, people came out of the woodwork. So it's just amazing, the blessings.
Sure. I've said a couple times, I don't know if on every show, but a lot of the shows I've said that pregnancies bring uncertainty, but babies bring joy and blessings.
Yes.
Tell me about your child.
My baby.
Look at that smile, just radiates out of you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My baby, his name is Emmanuel.
Okay, that's a beautiful
He's
name.
15 months, so I chose the name Emmanuel because it means God with us.
Yes.
So ever since I've had my baby, it's literally been God with me. He's a blessing. I was fearful when I was pregnant that he was going to, because of my medication, and mainly the medication, I thought he was going to have some sort of defects, that it was going to affect the fetus. But my son came out completely healthy without any problems.
Wow.
And that's the reason.
That's a miracle.
It is a miracle, because throughout my pregnancy, I was really worried.
You're a miracle, actually.
Yes, I am.
For sure. If someone's listening to this right now and they're where you were in that dark place, struggling with mental illness, pregnant, what would Cleoni say to them?
I would say, don't worry. You're not alone. There are a lot of people who are out in the community that can help you. There are people that love you, care for you, and will help you to raise your child. Your mental illness does not have to be the only thing that will hold you back. It may present challenges at time, but if you surround yourself with the right support system, you should be okay. So, Pregnancy Care Center is one of the places they should reach out to? They should definitely reach out to the Pregnancy Care Center, because it's a place where they will not judge you. They will just love on you.
How important is that, the non-judgmentalness? And I was going to end there, but I think that's also important. How important is it for you to be accepted and welcomed and not judged?
That is extremely important, because when you become pregnant, especially if it's an unexpected pregnancy, all you face is judgment. People, you're either getting judgment from other people, or you're judging yourself for making a mistake, or as you call it, a mistake. But when you can go into a place where they will just say, no judgment, we're here for you, whatever you decide to do, we're here for you.
Well, that sounds like a message of love.
It is. It is.
Cleoni, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You're radiating warmth and love. I just
Yay!
Yeah, no, you're just really a remarkable person. I really admire you totally.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for coming on the show for sure.